love boxing so much is the knockouts. And I have a list of my top favorite knockouts, man. But I'm gonna talk about three of my favorite fucking knockouts I ever seen in my life, man. Let's talk about the Manny Pacquiao versus Mark Manuel Marquez knockout of Manny Pacquiao. What went wrong? Hey, listen, if you slow it down, you see exactly what it is. Pacquiao has this habit. He lunges in, he feints. He does this little herky jerky where, because he's a southpaw, so he does this little bad idea to do that against, orthodox fighters, man. But he does this little thing where he steps in, pulls back, and he steps in with his hands down. He steps in, pulls back, I guess to try to see what you gonna throw, and see what you throw, and then whatever you throw, he can counter it. And what he did was, what he made the mistake was, he did that with Marquez. He did like an extra step in, and he didn't get out quick enough, man. And his hands was down, and Marquez was timing that shit, man. I was just like, watch this. And he did that little herky step, jumped in, 1-2, jumped back, jumped in, 1-2, jumped back. Then he stepped in again, 1-2-3. And Marquez just cracked him with that fucking right, and it was good night, Manny Pacquiao. Man, that is the most epic. The funniest part of that knockout was that George Foreman commentating? I think he was one of the commentators, right? Go back and watch that knockout of Manny Pacquiao. The minute he got hit and got knocked out, and the bell rung, listen to Foreman. He did this weird shit like, he's like, oh. That just make the shit even more funnier, man. That shit was just one of the most hilarious knockouts. With the knockout, plus the memes you see going all over the place after the knockout, and then the fucking George Foreman, the little funny ass and yell that he did. It was hilarious. Next, one of my next favorite knockouts was Deontay Wilder knocking out Dominic Breazeale. I mean, man, that was one of the easiest fucking. If you look, man, slow it down. What the fuck was Dominic Breazeale thinking, bro? When, soon as the bell rung for them to start the next round, he came in. He had his hands up, and Wilder seen something. Soon as he saw something, he's like, "Yo, you know what I'm gonna do?" It was two things probably going through Wilder's head. He's like, I'm gonna throw the stick out there, and I'm gonna come with a right behind the stick. I'm gonna set it up with the stick. It looked like that's what he was doing, and he knew that Breazeale hands was about to drop, or he knew. I don't think he knew. I just think it looked like he knew. But to me, what it did look like is he just said, "All right, I'm gonna set up. I'm just gonna try to crack him. Soon as we come out from this next round, I'm gonna hit him with the stick, and then I'm gonna set up a right behind the stick." What happened was Dominic Breazeale, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to throw, man. It looked like he was trying to throw some kind of a long range uppercut or something, man, or he tried to throw. To me, it looked like he was trying to throw either an uppercut, a left uppercut, or a hook to the body. It was something he was trying to do. I would assume, since he had them long arms, he was trying to do some goofy shit and throw a left straight. I don't know what he thought he was gonna do with that, man. And while the time that she saw his hand go down, that look like up his hand, and that pretty much. Wilder was probably planning on just punching through his guard, and when he saw, okay, I threw the stick out there, Breazeale, I guess he thought, okay, Wilder's left is hanging out, so let me just try to crack him with an uppercut. He open, or let me just hit him to the body. I think he was trying to throw a left uppercut, and when he just fucking he just made the most. That was the most amateurish, critical mistake he could have made. He just dropped that left hand, man, and Wilder said, okay, yeah, good. So now I ain't got to punch through your guard because you ain't got no guard. Bang! Good night. It was crazy, bro. I'm just looking at this shit, man, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm like, can't be that fucking stupid, man. But yeah, the third one of my another KO, man, was a recent one of Leo Santa Cruz getting knocked out by Javante Tank Davis. That has to be one of those most beautiful knockouts I've ever seen. Period. And what happened with Leo was him too. He got up against those ropes, and this one was easy to figure out. He got timed. Javante was timing him. He kept throwing that left. Was it a right or a left? I think it was a left. He kept throwing that left. And Javante was letting him stick him with it. He was like, okay, 1-2. Okay, 1-2. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to slip this next one. As soon as he throw this next one, I'm going to slip this shit. And what happened was he was going to slip it anyway. He was going to come around, dip to the left, slip that punch. What Leo did was he thought Javante was going to hit him to the body, and he dropped his right hand towards his body. Again, he just helped Javante Davis get the knockout, man. And when he tried to cover up on that body, he came right up across, right up under that chin. Boom! Put him to sleep. My man was crumbled, man. Put my man under the buckles and everything, man. I was like, I hope he all right. My man woke up, bro. He was smiling and shit. Yo, Tank sent him somewhere, man, because he was smiling when he woke up. I never seen somebody smiling if they got knocked out. He was high off the knockout or some shit. It was crazy, but let me know what y'all think, man. Like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all favorite KOs are, period. Just give me your top 3 favorite knockouts of all time. This is Rebel Life, man. I'll catch y'all later.